We have a war coming on YouTube, guys, and the war is becoming fiercer and fiercer every day. Now, we come on YouTube to enjoy content. We come on YouTube to create content, to express how we actually are. We don't come on here to have a dictatorship and steal in our fucking brains. Now, I might get my video demonetized just for saying that word, which is complete asinine. Now, what I'm talking about is YouTube Hitler 2016. The whole my way or the highway, and I'll freaking censor you and I'll bash you, I'll freaking discriminate you until you do what I say. Let's get into this. Now, I'm gonna go back to what I was saying in my earlier video when I talked about YouTube shutting down the sub network program. Now, people didn't really care about that, but now you do. The sub network program brought power back to the creators. You have to understand, YouTube is now becoming Hitler. They do not want you to have free speech. They don't want you to have a way for you to express yourself. They have a communist mindset. They want you to be under what they want, and what they want is to control you. They don't want you to talk about sensitive topics like war and such because they do not want to start a controversy. But this is 2016. People are offended by any fucking thing. I can say right now, my foot itches, and somebody will get mad by saying that they cannot feel their foot right now because it's asleep. So why do I have to brag about how I can feel my foot? You know, it's just stupid shit like that. Of course, I'm not saying that somebody's actually that stupid that they'll say something like that. The YouTube is a platform where you come on there and you just live. You know, sometimes you can't say what you want. So on YouTube was a way for you to be able to really live, really show your ideas, have them put out there before any entertainment, anything went through the Hollywood production. Now we can have a YouTube account and have our fans come on our YouTube account and enjoy a different variety of content. Now, because of this new policy that shuts it down, this new Hitler policy of 2016 causes everybody on YouTube, if they have any type of content that YouTube does not deem advertiser friendly, they will demonetize it. They won't take it down, but they'll demonetize it, which is the same thing because let's be honest here. YouTubers, a lot of them, the way they're making, well, especially me right now because I had my network shut down because of Google's BS backwards deal policy. Now, YouTube is really the only way people are making a living now. It's really been the way people have been doing it for years, and now they're trying to say, you cannot speak your mind. You cannot be an individual. You have to be a robot. You have to water down your content, which is completely asinine. So you're telling me I have to water down my content? I can't even say what I want to. I can't even give people I would say, new opinion or a new way of looking at things. No, because YouTube wants to dominate everything. Google wants to dominate everything. Now, once again, people did not care about when the sub networks got taken down. Why? Because it didn't affect them. Now it affects you. The sub network owners like myself brought power back to the creators. We made it so people were not afraid to say what they want to, because then these networks doing the same thing YouTube is doing now. If you didn't do what they wanted to, they wouldn't promote you. They would kick you out the network, and then you would go to Google AdSense where someone could click your ad over and over again and they would end you. And then with these big networks, they also had you under certain contracts to where you had no type of real freedom. Sub networks, we brought the freedom back to the creators. That's what it was always about. And guess what, guys? We were fighting for you. And because your heroes, us, are dead now and none of you cared, look what's happening now. You see what I mean? This whole policy they're going on about now is excessive language, or talking about war topics. Are you effing serious? Why can't we talk about certain topics like that? Why? Like, that right there is a shown of a Hitler mindset to where my way or the highway. I don't want you to talk about anything that my regime is doing wrong and such like that. I don't want that. I want you to only say what I want you to say. This, oh my God. Like, literally, this Kim Jong type of aspect is killing me. You're telling me that we cannot breathe correctly. We cannot even do what we want on here. And it wasn't like I'm saying do what we want, like being rude or being any type of vulgar way. We were just reporting the news. We were making content. Literally. It wasn't like it was horrific in any way. It's not like we did anything wrong. You guys are just wanting to completely censor everything that we're doing. And for what? For what? you're taking away monetization, which means that people cannot make money off their channel, which means that they cannot live. You're literally making it so people can't even pay their rent anymore. And then you can say, well, you know, you should get a real job. Well, the thing is, this is a job. A job is something you do that you bring in a source of income to yourself. And let's be honest here. It's hard to find a job. Now, with me, I used to be a fucking sub-network owner. I used to be a sub-network owner, like I said. I really have a lot of skill sets that I can benefit corporate companies because I was in an industry directly under Google, a new industry where I had stock options and such like that. So I do have a lot of qualifications, but that's not to be said about every YouTuber. These guys are kids who came out here with their talents. I have talents, yes, and I also have experience. And let's be honest, even with my experience, it's hard to find a job out here. So, God, it's going to be even more hell for YouTubers who don't have any other type of, I'll say, educational background. Even with a college degree, it's still going to be hell to get a job out here. You know, so you can't really say, oh, well, just get a job. Do you have a job? Right now, do you have a job? If the answer is no, then you have no right to tell anybody that they should just get a job and stop doing what they love. The thing is, once again, we were just bringing a whole new idea, a new way of thinking to people's minds. We were showing them our creativity. It wasn't like it was anything like pornography. It wasn't like it was anything vulgar that was against the YouTube terms of service. It wasn't, because those channels were getting taken down immediately. We were just people who had an idea and showcased it. And now YouTube wants to completely bash us, demonize us by demonetizing our content like we are in the wrong. YouTube, have you forgotten you got here because of us? Did you forget that? Oh, you probably have, because you just got all your money now. You don't give a F about anybody. Guys, this is all a control thing. YouTube is trying to put us in a concentration camp. This whole thing is a big concentration camp. That's why I keep talking about Hitler. This is a whole big concentration camp, people. It is. Now, I have a few videos that I wanted to talk about to cover hidden history and such. It's going to be in the future. I'll still do those videos. I'll just make sure that I have enough money and such backing me for my other videos, so I can't afford to do it because they're going to demonetize the video. Literally. You have to understand, guys, when you put your own ideas out there, yeah, it's going to be good to be paid for it. Of course. You're putting in hard work and effort into whatever you're doing, spending all this money for equipment. Hell, my snowball right now costs me 70 bucks. 70 bucks. Now, don't you think I want to be able to make that back? Do you think I just want to pay for that and that's it? I want to be able to make it back. That's what the real world is. When you're an adult, see, kids see it as, oh, you shouldn't care about money. Adults see it as money is the only way you're going to do anything. Because as a kid, your parents are paying for everything for you, so of course it doesn't matter. But as an adult, you don't have anybody paying anything for you. You know, that's just how it is. Now, this whole concentration camp they're keeping us in, what they're telling us we have to water down our content. We have to literally do that, or they'll demonetize our content so we can't make any money off it, which is the same thing as removing the video. You know, it's hurtful. And then, you know, it really affects a lot of YouTubers that aren't selling merch. I'm not really selling merch right now. I was going to at first, but because of my whole name change, all the merch I have for Cable Line Network, I can't even sell it now because it's not under my name anymore. People are going to say, who's Cable Line Network? You know, I'm Popular Video Games. You know, that's just how it is. Now, the most effed up thing about this really is they're not giving anybody notices saying that, hey, you know, we're going to start doing this, so you guys better watch your content. They're just taking it down without any consideration or care for their content creators, which are the ones who got y'all there in the first place. This whole Hitler fucking YouTube is fucking killing me. Putting us in a concentration camp, making us do exactly what you want. If we have an opinion of anything else, you're killing our channels. Like, come on, man. This is what YouTube turned into. I remember when YouTube was a place where you could come, express your ideas, and you could truly be something that you really wanted to be, you know? Because let's be honest, a lot of things in the real world and such outside of online is already owned by big major powers. And if you have an idea separate from theirs, they'll shut you down. YouTube is turning into that same place. So when a platform comes up, YouTube, which should be Amazon Video, and they actually start changing and saying that, hey, you can come on our site and you do not have to be subjected to YouTube's bolded system, I will be the first one to join. because now you are not turning into a site for free speech. You're turning into a site for your speech. Peace out, y'all. This has been Popular Video Games here. Thanks again for watching. You know, I had to make this video because I'm really sick and tired of all this. I've been in YouTube since the get-go. You know, I really have. I was machinima director, got my own YouTube partnership, got my own YouTube network. I've been in ins and out in every part of YouTube, and I can tell you guys, this is only the beginning. Watch your backs. Peace out, y'all.